Carlos Alcaraz reveals the truth about his relationship with Jannik Sinner amid tennis battle. Carlos Alcaraz has opened up about his connection with his fiercest rival, Jannik Sinner. The rising tennis sensations have claimed the last 7 Grand Slam championships between them, creating one of the sport's most captivating rivalries. While Alcaraz holds an 8-5 edge in their head-to-head battles, Sinner managed to overcome a unique deficit to defeat him in the latest Wimbledon championship match. Unlike some legendary rivalries where friendships only developed after years of competition, Alcaraz believes he shares a good relationship with the current world number 1. However, this was not always the case, as the Spanish player previously stated that they couldn't be close friends. After Alcaraz's defeat to Sinner in the recent Wimbledon final, marking his first loss in any Grand Slam championship match, he remained gracious with the Italian champion. "I have to congratulate Jannik once again. It's very well deserved and an incredible 2 weeks for you here in London. Also to your team, I know there are many family and friends who flew in for you. I'm really happy for you," he said to the top seed on center court. The world number 2 also didn't hesitate to praise their competitive dynamic. He later noted that no other player on the circuit was showing the same caliber they bring to their matches. Beyond their intense on-court battles, Alcaraz has revealed that he genuinely enjoys chatting with Sinner during their time away from competition. The 5-time Grand Slam champion shared his perspective on camaraderie in the sport with Gazzetta, saying, "Tennis is a unique sport that allows you to be great rivals on the court and, at the same time, maintain mutual respect. Sinner and I are good friends, we can talk about many things off the court. I have great respect for him, he's a great person, I'm sure we'll always be able to maintain this relationship." This comes as a revelation considering Alcaraz had previously hinted at a more distant connection with Sinner. Reflecting on their dynamic after a captivating final at the ATP 500 in Beijing, Alcaraz commented, "Once we're on tour, traveling, at tournaments, on site, we're with our teams and on our own, so we don't talk too much. But when we can, we talk a bit beyond tennis, about life. But not too much. It means we have a good relationship, but we're not close friends. I think the respect we have puts us in a position where we have a really good relationship." Alcaraz also acknowledged that he hadn't been in contact with Sinner during the latter's 3-month ban earlier this year. Alcaraz clarified, "I didn't call him. I didn't talk to him in those 3 months. But it wasn't about whether I agreed or not. I mean, I was playing. I was also in my own feelings," he said upon Sinner's return at the Rome tournament. Despite their competitive rivalry, Alcaraz and Sinner have managed to maintain a strong friendship. They've already faced each other 3 times this year, with Alcaraz claiming victories in the Italian Open and French Open finals before the world number 1 Sinner earned his revenge at Wimbledon. Can you imagine Emma Raducanu and Carlos Alcaraz playing together at the US Open? Well, it's not a dream or a rumor, it's a reality. 2 of the most charismatic young players on the circuit are preparing for a very special adventure at the most iconic tournament in the United States. Meanwhile, Raducanu's performance has been so impressive that even Alcaraz has been left amazed. Emma is storming through the hardcourt tour just ahead of her much-anticipated debut in mixed doubles with the Mercian. What does this mean for their careers, and what can we expect from this explosive duo in New York? Let's find out. Emma Raducanu has reignited the spotlight on the women's circuit with spectacular play in Washington. After weeks of intense work, her game shows renewed solidity, as demonstrated by her authoritative win over Naomi Osaka. It wasn't just a high-profile victory, it was a clear message to the tour: Raducanu is ready to compete at the highest level. That win, combined with her growing confidence, makes her a serious threat on the US swing. As she heads into the semifinals, all signs indicate that her preparation for the US Open is right on track. Carlos Alcaraz, for his part, is taking a different approach on this tour. He's chosen to skip Toronto to recharge, knowing that his real goal lies in Cincinnati and, above all, in New York. The young Mercian has unfinished business with the final stretch of the season, where he hasn't shined as much as he should. That's why this year he plans to change that story and arrive at the US Open not only as a singles favorite, but also with a curious and exciting challenge, playing mixed doubles alongside Emma Raducanu. Yes, that's the new adventure he has in mind. This year, the US Open has revamped its calendar and format. What used to be just a pre-tournament exhibition is now an official mixed doubles event featuring the biggest stars. It's a bet on spectacle and innovation that has generated great anticipation among fans. And among all the confirmed duos, the most awaited is undoubtedly Raducanu and Alcaraz. Not only for what they represent on the court, but also for the chemistry they project off it. Both are young, charismatic, and extremely talented. A combination that excites. While Raducanu climbs in Washington, Her game sharpens with each point. Against Osaka, she showed notable focus, capitalizing on errors without losing her composure. Her serve has improved, her defense is consistent, and most importantly, she radiates confidence. This week she's gone from promise to contender. The next test will be Maria Sakkari, a tough but beatable opponent at this moment. If she wins, Raducanu will head to the US Open not just in form, but with sky-high morale. Something her partner, Alcarez, surely observes with admiration. Behind every victory lies a process. For Raducanu, that has meant adapting, training, and mentally recovering. After her 2021 breakthrough and the ups and downs that followed, her return to the elite hasn't been easy. But now, with positive results and a horizon full of opportunities, she seems to have found her best version again. In that context, the project of playing with Alcarez is not just an experiment, it's part of a new stage of consolidation. At the same time, the Mercian watches from a distance and is surely motivated. Seeing Emma's level might be just what he needs to face what's coming. Alcarez is an explosive player, creative and with outstanding game-reading skills. Raducanu, on the other hand, is methodical, solid from the baseline, and mentally strong when in shape. In mixed doubles, these qualities could complement each other ideally. Plus, the shared experience could benefit both, not just on the court but in their growth as complete athletes. For Carlos, who continues to chase the top ranking, this alternative competition could also be a way to disconnect from pressure and have fun on court. And for Emma, a chance to shine on center stage again. What's most interesting about this pair isn't just their talent, but how the timing has aligned for them to meet at this stage. Both young, with Grand Slams under their belts, have huge potential and massive fan bases. Together, they could elevate interest in mixed doubles like no other duo before. The US Open organizers know this, which is why they've strongly backed this initiative. It won't be just an exhibition, but a real competition, with points, prizes, and above all, pride at stake. The debut of this duo could be one of the tournament's most viral moments. Tactically speaking, their game could produce spectacular moments. Alcarez's power combined with Raducanu's counterpunching ability is a dangerous formula for any opponent. Both are fast, have good court sense, and know how to close out points at the net when needed. Moreover, the novelty of the format could benefit them, as there's no pressure to defend a title or meet clear expectations. They're going in to win, but also to enjoy, to test themselves, and to show a new face of professional tennis. That freshness could be their best weapon. In terms of media, this union has been a bombshell. Social media exploded when their participation as a pair was confirmed. In a sport where stars usually go solo, seeing two of the youngest icons share the court creates a different connection with the audience. The joint adventure narrative has captured the attention of both fans and experts. Even Alcarez has publicly expressed his excitement, saying he's impressed with Emma's level and that it will be a lot of fun to play with her. Words that confirm mutual admiration. The truth is, Raducanu has taken a big step forward at just the right time. Her win over Osaka was a statement of intent, and if she maintains that level, she'll arrive at the US Open as a threat in singles and a star in mixed doubles. Add the Alcarez factor, and expectations soar. They won't just compete, they could become protagonists. Every match of theirs will be an event in itself. Fans don't just want great tennis, they want to see how they get along, how they communicate, how they celebrate points. The show is guaranteed. Beyond the results, what this duo represents is a symbol of the new era of tennis. An era where collaborations, versatility, and charisma count as much as titles. Raducanu and Alcarez, with their youthful energy and ambition, embody that spirit. The mixed doubles tournament won't just be an extra on the calendar, it will be a window to connect with new audiences, to humanize the stars, and to explore new dynamics in the circuit. Whether they triumph on the court or not, they've already won something much bigger, the public's heart. Is there something more than tennis between Emma Raducanu and Carlos Alcarez? That's the question many have been asking since their joint participation in the US Open mixed doubles was announced. The looks, the gestures, and the chemistry between them have sparked rumors that go far beyond the court. Today we tell you what's known, what's suspected, and what might be beginning between two of tennis's youngest and most charismatic stars. It all started as a simple sports collaboration. The US Open mixed doubles tournament was the perfect stage for Raducanu and Alcarez to join forces, but ever since their participation was announced, the spotlight hasn't left them. While both have remained professional, the chemistry in interviews and training sessions has drawn attention. On social media, their followers analyze every glance and every smile. There's no official confirmation of anything, but the energy between them is undeniable. Emma Raducanu has said she's excited to play with Carlos, while Alcaraz has said he's impressed by the Brit's level and attitude. The words are respectful, but the subtext has fueled the narrative. Both are young, successful, and single, and now they're sharing training sessions, travel, and a common goal. The connection seems natural, and while it could all remain a great friendship, there are those who bet this adventure could go from mixed doubles to romance off the court. The announcement of their pairing in the US Open mixed doubles was the spark that ignited the phenomenon. Suddenly, it wasn't just about their tennis, but their dynamic together. Shared training sessions, laughter between matches, and mutual statements of admiration have built a powerful image, that of two young people who not only dominate with the racket but also command the media stage. Brands have already taken notice, and it's not far-fetched to think they could star in campaigns together very soon. Sports, fashion, and fame mix in this explosive combination. What Raducanu and Alcaraz are building goes beyond a one-off collaboration. They represent the future of tennis, but also a new way of connecting with the public. Together they convey values of effort, authenticity, and freshness that many were waiting for in the circuit. As they prepare to make history in New York, the world is watching them. Not just as tennis players, but as a duo that's already setting trends. What do you think? Is there something more between Raducanu and Alcaraz, or is it just sports chemistry? Let us know your opinion in the comments.